call dibs.
Dibs were implied.
Implied dibs?
Yeah.
Ted, you are spitting on the grave of Sir Walter Dibs, inventor of the dib.
First Dibs question today sponsored by Trantolo and Trantolo. They've been doing this in Connecticut for over 85 years. Now they've expanded to New York and Riverhead and Melville. They still have great offices in Hartford, Waterbury, Bridgeport, New Haven, and Torrington. So to get a hold of Trantolo and Trantolo, as always, dial 9-844-999-9999. All right. Of all of the Big East coaches not named Hurley, who is your favorite head coach?
Man, there's a lot of good ones in this league. I love me some Ed Cooley. I love me some McDermott. I've kind of got a soft spot now that he's at Butler, Thad Matta. Man, Miller, the Xavier. We got nothing but awesome coaches. But my top two, I love Shaka Smart, and I'm scared of Marquette now knowing that Cam Jones is back. Did not know that. But my number one, because he has passed the point of caring, and his press conferences are going to be phenomenal this year, Rick Pitino. I'm a Pitino guy. I just remember he called them all soft last year? And he was like, oh, you can't talk to kids like that anymore. They'll just be mad and stomp their feet and their feelings will be hurt and they'll leave. Oh, and what did they do? Rattled off 9 straight. I can't wait till this guy gets into them, gets into the refs, gets into how unfair the Big East is to UConn. Oh, it's going to be some great Rick Pitino in 24-25.
Yeah, I can't stand Pitino.
But
I do love me some Kim English and Shaka Smart. Kim taking over for Ed Cooley.
Yeah.
Did an amazing job. I will always remember him saying, when guys are whining that they don't get put in the NCAA tournament, he's like, listen, we didn't earn it. We didn't earn it. We didn't deserve it, and we need to earn our entry. I also like Sean Miller from Xavier.
Yeah,
I think Sean's an excellent coach. This guy, always plays UConn tough. Always plays every game in the Big East. This is the best conference. I'm sorry, it's not just because UConn's in it. If you survive the onslaught all year playing in the Big East, you're ready for the tournament. There's no if, and, or buts. And so it goes back to the 80s and 90s when the rivalries were just insane. And I think that almost every one of these teams, even Georgetown, has gotten better. A lot of these teams now, I remember when Marquette in the 80s, when they had Al McGuire as their coach. Yeah. I mean, these guys have brought back almost every team is outstanding. And I wish Jay Wright was still around. He left. Kyle Neptune has to pick up the pieces the last couple of years. Not easy. Definitely not easy to recruit, but still going to be a tough year for anybody in the Big East.
So true. From what I've heard, once again, Villanova has the best team money can buy in the Big East. Marquette, as we have been saying, they're going to be a top 25 team to start the season in whatever game those are going to match up. I don't have the schedule mapped out in my head yet for UConn, but I know that those two matchups at Marquette and here against Marquette are going to be huge. Creighton's always good. I already told you that Ryan Kalkbrenner's back, and he's Big East Player of the Year preseason-wise. St. John's, they're going to be even better. Bryce Hopkins coming back for Providence. Kim English going to have it. Dude, enjoy it this year, boys and girls. As I said last year, and I'll say it again this year, enjoy it while it's here because it might not be here next year.
You never know.
You never
Could be blown up, and you got super conferences. That's coming. Might not just be in football. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, talk about Fernando Valenzuela, his impact on the sport. Also, Rob Manfred was on the Dan Patrick Show and saying that we're going to have automated umpires. We'll see what the Players Association thinks about that nonsense. And anything else that Manfred had to say, we'll talk about it next when we come back. It's the Rob Dibble Show with Ben Darnell on your afternoon drive.